All right? So we're going to take that ball, and once you start towards the back edge of your mat, place the ball, if you have one, between the ankles. And you always want to press air out of that ball. So I already feel everything from the thighs up working. Okay? All right, so we're taking a nice big inhale up. And exhale, resist down to the thighs. We inhale up. We exhale. Now, I'm going to add a releve. You don't have to. I'm going to inhale up and exhale down. And reach. Inhale up. Exhale, lengthen. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, lengthen. And 1 more. Now draw the chin to your chest. And we're going to melt off that wall, going over that railing. If you want to, you can soften your knees. Only go as far as you feel comfortable going. And then press into your ball to remind that core to pull in to bring you up. The head comes up last. Try that again. Melt the chin to your chest. We inhale to initiate. Exhale. Now belly button is pressing in deeper the lower I go. Press into your ball. Belly's pulling you in. Now think of the tail pressing down towards your heels. We'll do 1 more. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale. Now from here, grab onto your ball, place it on your mat, and connect the heels in a Pilates stance. Now this is too far to reach. You can always bend your knees. I'd like you to press into the ball, pull the belly in deeper, and then make the ball release back into a full circle. I press into my ball, pressing air out of it as an exhale. Inhale. As I press down into my ball, my belly presses in. I inhale to release. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Give me 1 more. Separate your heels. Place the ball back between your ankles. If you can't touch the floor, bend your knees, okay? And I want you to walk forward out into a plank for 3 and 2 and 1. Now there's so many modifications you can take here. You can go to your forearms. You can lower your knees to your mat. Do what works for you, but make sure that your core is engaged. Your back muscles are engaged. Another option, I'm going to take my right foot off the mat. Hold it for 3 counts, put it back down. Then my left foot is very small, very smooth. Nothing else moves, put it back down. So I don't want to see your hip go like this as you lift that ball. I want everything to stay still except for that leg lifted. 2, 3, and release. 1 more side. Press. 2, 3, and release. And reach. 2, 3, and release. Lower those knees down and stretch back. I'm going to cup with each hand and release my wrists. Nicely done. From here, I'm going to do a nice big inhale, expand my rib cage. And exhale, funnel it back in. I'm going to change my arms to reach in front of me. Now I'm going to take a nice big inhale again. And exhale. And 1 more. Let's inhale. And exhale. Come into a quadruped position onto your hands and knees. We're going to do a cat-cow. So my sitting bones are pointing straight ahead. I'm going to slide my sitting bones up the wall. My eyes go up the opposite wall. Then I reverse that, slide them down. So my eyes and sitting bones are coming back down. I inhale, slide everything up the wall. Exhale, slide them down. And let's just do 1 more. We inhale, nice and controlled. And exhale. And back to center. Grab onto your ball and have a seat. So we're going to take that ball. We're going to take that ball to the very base of our rib cage, right on our mat. Okay? And keep it still and lean back into it. I'm going to take my knees and turn them out like a frog. Okay? And we're just to lean back into that ball. And if you need support, you're going to keep your hands on your thighs to help hold you here. Okay? If this is not good for you, move the ball higher up your back or lay flat on your back. All right, so I'm pulling my navel into that ball. My shoulders are relaxed. I want you to reach those arms out in front of you. We're going to take the right arm up first. I'm going to inhale and then exhale. Left arm. Inhale. Now I'm going to take both arms. And on the exhale, circle them around and stop chest height. Right arm up. Put it back down. Left arm up. Put it back down. Both arms up, open, and around. And again, one arm up, inhale. Exhale. Other arm, where's the belly button? Pressing into that ball. Both arms inhale up, circle around, exhale one more time. We inhale up, bring the arm down. Inhale, other arm up, exhale down. Both arms up, circle it around, and lift up off that ball. Good. Seek her back, nice and slow. Is your ball still there? If you came up nice and easy, that ball should still be there. You slowly come up, barely coming off that ball to the very last count. And give me one more. Tuck your tail and come back onto that ball. Melt those shoulders and bring it back up. Take the legs parallel. Slide the ball up to the middle of your back and lay back onto that ball. My legs are one fist width apart. I like to lift my hips and put them back down. I feel like I'm in a better position. Take the hand over hand behind the head. I'm not going to tug on my head. My head is simply going to rest on my fingertips. People who suffer from vertigo, do not take your head back below your heart. We're going to take it over for 4 counts. You choose how far towards the floor you go. And then take 4 counts to come back up and use your core to pull you back up. And we're going to inhale over. Exhale, close. Inhale, let that spine just melt over that ball. Hold it back up from the core. We're going to do one more. We're going to inhale back. Exhale, hold. We're going to do little marches. Right leg is going to come up to a tabletop. Put it back down. And left. Anytime you want to get off this ball, feel free to do so and lay flat on your mat. And exhale to inhale. Exhale to inhale. 4, 3, 2. We're going to end on the right leg. Good. Now I'm going to go back over my ball, tap my toes down, and crunch back up. 1. Inhale back. Exhale up. 2. Inhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. You got this. Don't forget to use your breath. You have 3 more. Here's 6. Down. Up. 7. And hold this one right here. And all I want you to do is reach that leg long, hold it strong. I'm keeping my torso still. I'm in that flex position. I feel my abdominals. Press, slide it in with control. Squeeze the booty, pressing out, belly draws in. For 3, good. 2, and 1. Place that foot down, give me a stretch. When you come back up, here we go. Take the left leg up, hold it here. You're going to tap those toes down and go over the ball. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, the head is just resting in those fingertips. I am not using my hands to help me lift. It's so easy to get caught doing that. Shh. Where's the breath? Then we got 3 left. Let me know if you have something different counting. 3. Yeah, I got it. You guys don't count with me. And 2. Hold this one here, and I'm going to press out and in. 7, 6. Are you firing that glute because you're pressing away from that center? And we go 4. I hope you can feel your core working. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Put that foot down and stretch back over your ball. If you want, I'm going to let my head drop all the way to the mat and open up my arms. If that's not for you, do the stretch that works for you. Feel the front of the body stretching. And if you have your head all the way down, take the hands back behind that head, nod that shin to your chest. Take your hands behind your thighs and peel yourself back up. Take that ball, we're going to place it underneath the feet. We're going to be in a Pilates stance. Just my toes are on the ball. And I'm going to support between my hands behind my thighs and slowly bring it back down to the mat. 4 and 3 and 2. And then lengthen my legs all the way out. So I don't feel I have enough space to roll my ball in, so I'm going to walk that ball up higher. So at least my ankles are on the ball, not just my heels. That's going to need some more space. Take those arms behind you, get a nice big stretch, and then bring the arms all the way forward as you bend the knees in like a frog. Now I'm going to press back out, lengthen the arms, lengthen the legs. Exhale, bring it all back in. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Can you feel the core and the back of the legs working to bring that ball back home? Inhale out. Exhale. And then your choice is here. When you come back in, you can nod the shin to your chest. I'm going to do 2 more like that. I'm getting ready to go to 100. Stay in. I'm going to start to pump. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. If your head is lifted, the shoulders must be off the mat. 20. Inhale to the nose. Exhale the lips. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. We are going to be halfway. I'm going to add my legs. I'm going to push out on the inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 60. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 70. Make sure it's a whole arm, not a wrist. And inhale. And exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. Keep the knees in. Place your head down. Parallel the legs together. And walk your arches until you're the tippy top of that wall. Now I'm going to be doing a bridge with my feet on my ball, which is more challenging, and you could easily cramp those hamstrings. So if you don't want to have your feet on the ball, place them on the mat, straddle ball. All right, so I'm going to press into my ball, scoop my belly, come up into that bridge, and then exhale, just lower back down. And we'll lift up. Press through those arms, shoulders are heavy, and then bring it back down. And again, inhale. If you don't squeeze the booty enough, you will have a hamstring that's cramping. Uh-oh. Inhale up, exhale down, and 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale down and roll those legs back. So I'm going to take both feet back onto the mat, and wherever my ball happens to be, I'm going to press into it. So it might be between the ankles, it might be between the shins, but my ball is between something. Bring those arms straight up, nod the chin to your chest, hold it right here, and place the head back down and arms straight up. Make sure we're not dragging that head. I nod my chin to my chest. I should not feel any strain lifting that head up. And I bring my arms back down. And in. I'm just getting the first movement down. And again, 1 more. So I'm curling up and over the top of my sternum. Bring it back down. Now, if you have weights, you can grab onto them. I hold my weights. Palms facing forward, shoulders heavy. Curl the chin to your chest, reach towards those toes, squeeze into your ball, and come up and over.
Stay inside this canister, start to come back, so I don't poke my head up. I keep rounded, I press into my ball for support to my abdominals. And I'm here. Nod the chin to your chest, find that lower back. And I come up and over, press into that ball. And then bring it back, 8, 7, melt those shoulders, tuck your tail, breathe, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Chin to chest. Inhale, eyes to belly. Exhale. Now stay forward, put the weights off to your side. Grab onto that ball and take your legs as wide as your mouth. And we're going to roll it back, pressing into the ball with our hands. So something is pressing in this ball at all times, and my core is engaged. So reach the right arm behind you with your ball, and the left arm is going to be right to your side. So we're going to nod the chin to our chest. We're going to start to curl up. And as I'm coming up, I want you to reach the ball towards the opposite leg. Yeah. And roll back. And bring that arm back behind you. And try that again. Nod the chin to your chest. So as I'm coming up, I'm already starting to reach. And I bring it back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Now I caught myself on that second rep, cheating a little bit. I was pushing off this arm. I caught myself. So make sure you're not doing that. Don't get caught. Pressing in to help yourself up. Think of sliding those left fingertips. Slide them along that mat. Yes. Then we bring it back. That was 4. And then I'm going to switch which hand has the ball. So my other hand reaches back. Other arm goes to my side. Nod the chin to your chest. Use that belly, not the arm. Good. And then bring it back. And reach behind. Same breathing as your regular roll up. Inhale, eyes to belly. And exhale, yeah. Yeah. And then come back down. Don't get caught cheating. Come up. My sitting bones are staying equal. So even though I'm reaching this way, I'm not lifting that butt cheek, right? Right. Good answer. Okay. Last one. Eyes to belly. Inhale. We reach across. Good. Then we bring it all the way back. 2 hands are on that ball. And let's bring it back up again. Like a regular roll up. And then take that ball forward. And take the feet on top of that ball now. Like, woo. And then more like the ankles and the heels when heels are hanging off. Okay. Reach for those toes. I'm going to Pilates stance. Now I'm going to roll it back halfway. Halfway. Hold it right here. Okay. Now, if this would hurt your back, you would take that ball and put it back here, right? Okay. So I'm going to just bend my knees a little bit and scoop as I lengthen. So I'm not here, I'm in that C curve. I draw it in, I press it out. I draw it in, I press it out. In, press it out. In, and press it out. What is holding my arms up? That armpit muscle, that serratus, right? Now as I come in, I'm going to crunch up a little bit, and then come back a little bit. Crunch up. Now I'm going to add some rows. Wide grip rows. Pull it back. Press it out. Now remember where I started. You can stay there. You don't have to add the weights and add the up and down. Exhale. Inhale. 3. I hope you feel your belly working. 2. 1. Hold it here. Take the weights together. I'm going to do a little figure 8 liable. Hold the C curve. 7 and 7. Feel free to put that ball behind you to support that back. Never feel strain to that back. And we go 3 and 3. 2 and 2. 1 and 1. Hold center. Roll it all the way down. Take your elbows wide. Palms face forward. Take your right knee and draw it in towards your chest. And we're going to straighten this leg, and the arms are going to straighten up.
And bend everything back down. Now listen, go slow enough so you feel that belly getting deeper as the leg goes higher. So it's an exhale, it's an inhale. Exhale. Always still opposition. Something's always going up and something's always going down. 2 more. And we lift it up. And we bring it down. And we're going to hold this one up. Shoulders are melted. Turn that right kneecap away from you. Put that bowling ball on your torso without moving anything but the leg. Let's go towards the center, around, pause. Inhale, exhale, 2. Make sure that your glute is involved and that leg is moving. Inhale, exhale, 4. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, 5. Now reverse it. This opposite hip, the left hip, cannot go with you. It's around 2. Come up, 3. Inhale, exhale, 2. And inhale, exhale, 1. Turn the palms in. We're going to lower the leg as the arms go out to each side. And then bring it up. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Good. Down, up, 6. Down, up, 7. Last one. Hold it up. And lower the leg to the ball. I want you to cross that ankle. Now, since that right leg was just working, cross that ankle over your quad. And then bring the ball towards you. And just bring those weights down to your side. I want you to grab behind that left thigh. Just give a little stretch here. Pulling that leg closer. So you want to have that right knee pressing out. Just a quick little stretch. Then put 2 feet back on the ball and roll it back out. And grab onto those weights again. Okay, so arms are up. Bend that left knee. Straighten that leg up. Then we bend it and the elbows come down. Press the rib cage heavy as the arms and leg go up. And bring it down. Exhale, 6. Inhale down. Exhale, 5. Feel the belly working. 4. And 3. 2 more. Here's 2. Now hold this one up. The kneecap is turned away. The shoulders are down. The neck is long. There's a bowling ball in that rib cage. Go towards the center line. Inhale, exhale, 1. Nothing else moves. Maybe you make your circle tiny. You're still working. You're still moving that leg from the core. 1 more. And now reverse it. Pin down those hips. Inhale, exhale, 5. Round to come up. Round to come 3. Round to come 2. And around to come 1. Hold it here. Turn those palms in. We're going to fly open as the leg goes down the wall for 2. And then exhale up for 2. And then we inhale to exhale. You guys getting back there? Sorry. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. 2 feet on the ball. And bend those knees back in. Good. Arms are still up, right? Okay. So I want you to take it to a tricep press. So I'm going to bend my elbows and press those weights straight back up. Rib cage is heavy and press it up. Down and up. Down and up. 4. I'm going to add the legs. 3. Is that bowling ball on that rib cage? 2. And 1. Now grab the sides of the ball with your feet. Feet are flat to start. Press into that ball. Good. I want you to draw those knees way in and then tap your toes. I'll add the weights back in a second. Draw the knees in and release. And in. When your toes tap down, I'm going to bend my elbows. When my knees come back in, I straighten my arms. So everything moves up off the mat, everything goes towards the mat. Up and down. Up and down. Exhale. So my elbows are like a hinge. They're not moving. They're staying right over that shoulder. So I'm not moving back like this or in like this, right? 4, 3, bam, 2, 1. Hold it here. Bend those elbows. Put the weights by your ears. Crunch up. Tap everything down. Crunch up. Tap everything down. And 5. And 4. Good. Exhale. 3. Inhale down. Exhale. 2. And 1. And weights off the side. Take the arms out like a T. Palms up. I'm going to drop my knees to one side. The ball just goes with you. Keep both shoulders heavy. Use your core to bring those knees back to center. And then float them to the other side. Keep that shoulder heavy that you're twisting away from. And bring it back to center. Now, if you want to do another set with your feet down, that's fine. I'm going to take my feet off and draw my knees towards me so my back is heavy. Same thing, float your knees to the right. Inhale. Exhale, center. And then to the opposite side, keeping both sets of shoulders, or both shoulders heavy. Come back up. Now I'm going to add on again. I'm going to inhale, drop my knees towards the right. Exhale, straighten my legs. Inhale, bend the back in. Exhale, bring them home. Inhale, other direction. Exhale, so my belly's pressing in as my legs lengthen. I bend my knees, and I come back to center. And I take my knees to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now another variation. I take my legs straight up. And I'm going to take it over, but my shoulder has to stay heavy. And I exhale, bring it back up. Maybe this isn't for you. And I inhale over. Exhale. Use your breath. Use your core. Inhale over. Exhale up. And one more. Inhale over. And exhale up. Hands behind the thighs. Soften your knees. Rock yourself all the way up. Straighten those legs and just lengthen them through. All right. Rolling like a ball. So I'm going to scoot my boot forward towards my heels. And I'm going to hold that ball behind my legs. That's to remind me to keep my legs pressing in towards each other. Okay? So you're going to put yourself inside the suitcase. You're going to balance on your sitting bones. Shoulders are mounted. Do not slouch. I have the lifting of the rib cage out of my lower back. Okay? Make sure we don't throw our heads back. Think of someone just tipping you over. I'm being tipped over. And I come back out and squeeze up. I inhale back, mount those shoulders, booty up, exhale down. I inhale back, exhale up. One more, inhale back, exhale up. Now hold that balance. Take your right hand and grab that ball. Okay? Bring both arms up, make a circle, and come back underneath. Same direction. If you need to, you put your feet down and you stay in front of your shins instead. And 2. And 1. Now my left hand takes it around. Inhale, 2 exhale. Inhale, 2 exhale. 3, 2, 1. And release those feet. Nicely done. We're going to lay all the way back and we're going to hug those knees into the chest. So we're throwing in a lot of little, I call these ab blasts. And just gently rock side to side for a second. Massaging the kidneys in your spine. Take good care of your spine. Okay, so the ab series, there are 5 exercises to that. I'm going to cue eyes to belly, but you know that's not for you to keep your head down. One option with the ball is to prop it behind your head. It will slightly lift you, so it will make your abs work a little bit harder than if you were right here. So that's one choice, okay? Second choice is you can have the ball in your hands, doing what I'm going to do, or no ball at all, and hands behind your head the whole time to hold that neck and support. Okay, so a lot of different options. Neck issues, beginners, I would start with my ball behind my head. Okay? All right, so my knees are still in. I'm going to take that ball, I'm going to press it against the center of my thighs, and my thighs are together. I'm going to inhale for nothing. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest. Now keep that ball by your thighs. Drive the right thigh into the ball as you lengthen the left. And then just keep moving. My ball does not need to go left to right. It stays centered. There's enough ball that some part will be hit by that thigh. You got it. Let's breathe. We inhale to exhale and inhale. Come on, pressing that ball further. 2 more sets. Inhale and exhale. 1 more set. Inhale to exhale. Ball on the shins. Head comes down. Now, if you feel strain, shake that head no to release the neck. Maybe you don't want to put your head up for this one. Maybe try every other one lifting your head. All right, so my balls on my shins, I'm going to press into that as leverage. Inhale again for nothing. Exhale, nod, chin to your chest. That right hand's going to grab the ball for my double leg stretch. It's going to come out and come right over my shins. Same direction. Inhale to exhale. Inhale. Now put the left hand. And inhale to exhale. Keep that ribcage heavy. I should not be able to fit my fingers between your back and your mat. Then we stop on the shins and place that head down. If you're feeling strain, you just shake that head no. The ball this time, I'm going to do scissors. My ball is going to be making a figure 8. Okay, like this. That's what my ball is going to be doing. The ball's going to start in my left hand. I'm going to take my eyes to my belly. I'm going to zip my legs to that scissor. It's going to pass it to the right. I pass it to the left. I'm not going too fast. You got it. 4 and 4 and 3 and 3 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 1 and hug it in. Now the nice thing about this ball is it can really help when we're doing lower abdominals, protect that back. So if you have a back issue, you're going to lift up your hips and put that ball on your pelvis. If you want to go there, even if you don't have a back issue, that's fine. It just gives you a little bit more support to that back. Another option is to put the ball between the ankles. Okay. If you want between the ankles, but you still need some support to your back, you'll place your hands under your seat. Okay. If you have strong core, healthy back, you can take the legs up, hands behind the head, and then you'll lift your head up and hold here. Okay, so pick your poison. My heels are turned in, my thighs are over my hips, I'm curled up and over, top of my sternum, and my shoulders are off the mat. I'm going to lower, 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 press into the ball to come up. I inhale, 2, 3, and inhale, 2, 3. We are using that belly like crazy. I don't want any space between your lower back and your mat. So if you feel your rib cage is popping up, that means your back is not on the mat. 2 more. Lower, 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 and we lift. And 1 more. Lower, 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 and lift. And we hug it in. Does the abs series ever get easier? No, I'll tell you it does. I do it every day, several times a day. But that's okay. Rock yourself up. So we're going to do some obliques. So sometimes I like to do obliques a little bit different. So I'm going to take my ball to the right side. Okay? Reach the opposite arm long. I want you to see her back. So here's what we're doing. To do an oblique, I'm not coming straight up. I'm going to be coming to the outside of that knee. My other arm is just rolling that ball with me, and I roll it back. Now again, back issues, put that ball behind you, right? Or maybe you have the hands to that outer thigh, and you're lifting yourself up. Play with it. What is going to make it more doable for you? Okay? I exhale.
I inhale. Now because I'm twisting towards that right side, it does not mean that my left side becomes lighter. Okay, so this is heavy. And I go 4, and I go 3, good. I go 2, I exhale, I inhale, now tiny little ones, 8, and shh, and shh, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and sit up. Other side. So if you're like, oh my gosh, my back, why don't you use this ball behind you, right? Don't torture your back. All right, so I'm gonna seek her back. I started here and I just brought it down to here. So my body went this way, but my hip and my sitting bone are still the same. Here we go. My knees are bent. 1. My shoulders are melted. 2. Exhale, 3. I'm putting an apple under my chin. I'm not letting my head do all kinds of funky things. 6. Stay with me. 7. 8. Now we're doing tiny little pulses. 8 and 7 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Grab that ball, chest tight. Press those legs out as wide as your mat. Connect your shoulders to your back. So pretend like I just told you to go up against a wall. So last time I checked, the walls are pretty straight, right? So we don't need here on that wall. We need to almost like we're lifting up off our sitting bones, okay? Heel of the hands on that ball, fingers are reaching long, and as I said to begin with, shoulders connected to your back. We're going to inhale out. Now the spine is tall. Now we exhale, chin to chest. Now the shoulder blades peel off the wall. And we stop at the middle of the back. Now I'm looking into my belly. My arms didn't drop down. They're still parallel to the floor. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, peel back up. See, my arms are moving forward, but as they go forward, my belly's pressing back. Now stack straight. Don't lean back. Don't lean back. Inhale. Exhale, flex those feet. Press an elevator button with those heels. Inhale up. 1 more. Exhale. Now stay right here. Lower the ball towards the mat. Press into the ball. Lift it up. And lower it down. And lift it up. And we go 3. I'm not collapsing that rib cage. I'm just working harder on that rib cage. 2. Last one. Hold it here. Now pull that navel back deeper. Pinch your sitting bones. Stack your spine back up. And then melt those shoulders back. Put that ball back down, and let's roll it back out. Keep those feet flexed. Try to keep the back of the legs pressing into that mat. Scoop that belly and stack your spine. Bend your knees in and take that ball behind you. I'm going to lean into my ball. And by leaning into my ball, I got my knees towards me, and I have my hands to the outside of my thighs, grab onto my ankles. Now, if you can't zip up the legs because of hamstring issues, take the hands behind your thighs and you'll go to a tabletop. Now I'm leaning into my ball, so don't be like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Lean back into your ball, push your navel into that ball. So I'm going to zip my legs up for 2 and then bring them down. So when I zip up my legs, I'm going to look over the fence and then look into my belly. As my legs go up, my core is going in or down. Now I'm going to give you another option. I'm going to hold my legs up here. So I'm leaning back into my ball. Now I want you to seesaw forward, make it lighter on the ball, and then rock back. So I go eyes to belly, eyes over the fence, eyes to belly. You might be thinking, well, this is oddly easy for me. Well, another option would be adding some arm and leg movements. Okay, so you can keep rocking, you can take a break. I'm going to take my right leg and my right arm, just going to drop it down. And I got to catch back onto that. And then my left arm, left leg, right side, hold up from the belly, left side, 1 more on the right and then 1 more on the left. Both legs are straight. Use that core to bring that leg back up. Bend the knees back in. Place the feet back down and let the knees fall out. I'm just going to stretch over my feet. Okay, we made it. All right, let's do some corkscrew. We're going to have some fun with this one. So make sure you got some room behind you. So I'm going to scoot a little bit more forward. There's lots of ways you can get that ball under your pelvis. You can lay back and do a bridge and shove underneath. Or I'm going to put it right next to me. Take one foot close to me, other leg is straight. Now I got to bring my pelvis on top of that ball. And then I come up. So the ball is not in my arch of my back. Now gravity is going to start to bring the legs like this. Okay, I want you to press straight up and have those thighs directly over the hips. Okay, so keeping those legs glued together. I have a wrap of my feet to my feet, so it's wrapping. Take the legs towards me, come down a little bit, go away from me, and around. Now reverse that, go away from me, back around towards me, so I start off small. That went well. I can go a little bit bigger, not a whole lot. I'm testing the waters. Do I still have control of my body? Reverse, inhale, exhale. So maybe I go a little bigger. Inhale. Now if my back is a little squirrely and my hips and pelvis start moving around, then that's not for you. Reverse. Inhale. Now the lower I go and the further I go out from my center, the more I got to engage my glutes, right? So I felt my glutes working harder as I made my circle bigger. Does that make sense? Can you feel the difference in what your glutes doing? One more. Now I'm going to give you some options here. You can stretch and hug your knees into your chest, okay? If you're looking for more work, I'm going to take my legs straight up. I'm going to make sure my thumbs at least are touching my ball so I know it's going to be there when I come back. I'm going to roll off that ball behind me. Open the legs, flex your feet, roll back down, catch the ball. Take the legs to 45, glue the heels together. Let's do it again to 90. Heel up and over. Open the legs, flex your feet. Keep those legs straight, roll back down. To 45, glue the legs together and then go back over. Inhale. Exhale, come back down. And reverse that. Open the legs, flex your feet. Inhale, legs together. Roll back down, find that ball. Open the legs, flex the feet, roll over. Legs together, come back down. Legs apart, roll over. Legs are straight, legs are straight. Now pull the ball away from you and rock yourself up. Okay, take the legs and widen your mat again. I want you to hold the ball in the hand furthest from me. Take your arms out like a T. The fingertips pointing towards me should not have the ball. Yeah, so switch your hands, kiddo. Okay, here we go. So you're going to twist towards me. The ball is going towards me. And now soft your baby toe. Bring it back up. And unwind. That same side. Inhale, grow tall. Now just add a scoop. Bring it back up. And this time I'm going to twist. I'm going to take the ball onto the floor and roll it out. Bring it back up. Take it off the floor and unwind. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it back up. Good. Switch the hands. Stay tall. Now you're going to twist away from me. Soft your baby toe with that ball. Look at your back hand. Both arms are lengthening. Pull yourself up and then oblique. Unwind. Same direction. Inhale. Exhale. That opposite butt cheek's got pressed down. Inhale. Please pick yourself back up from the core. Now this time I'm going to rotate. I put the ball towards my leg on the floor. I roll it as far as I can. I bring it up and I unwind. And one more. I inhale. 2. Exhale. Bring it back up. Bring it back to center. And release. Bend those knees. Take the ball directly behind you. And give it one flick of the wrist. So I rolled it one time. So it's not mid-back. It's slightly above the very bottom. Once again, I lift my hips, put them back down. My hands go behind my thighs. My shoulders are melted. Don't think of up, think of in. So I'm going to crunch in and return. I'm going to hold that apple under my chin. My shoulders don't get caught here. Relax them. Exhale to inhale. Exhale. Now, if you want to make this harder, you would grab those weights and you turn the palms in and they're right next to your thighs. But make sure you're not feeling tension in that neck or traps. Because if you're not firing this muscle here to hold this weight up, it's probably going to go to here somewhere. 4. You can put your hands behind your head if your neck is getting cranky, but make sure you're holding that apple underneath that chin. Good. Now little tiny pulses. Up and 2 and 6. Now take the hand closest to me inside, so straddle the leg away from me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back, retrace your step, and 7. So now I'm straddling both legs. 4, 3, now take the opposite hand inside. Now you've turned towards me, and you're straddling that leg. Yep. And 4, and 3, retrace your steps, 1 on each side, outer thigh. 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm going to do a count of 4. So take the arm closest to me inside the thighs and give me 4, 3, 2. Take it back out for 4, 4, 3. Now the opposite hand straddles and you turn towards me. And 3, and 2, and 1. Take it down. Do one more set of 2s. Sure, why not? Okay. Take it back in for 1, 2. Both out. 1, 2. Straddle the other leg. 1, 2. Out. 2. And release. Okay. Finally, onto our stomachs. Here we go. So the weights are on each side of my mat. There we go. I like to hold this for a second before I do my swan because it feels good after been rounding so much, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take that ball, like we always do, out in front of me. Now, if this is too much for your shoulder, don't use the ball. Put your hands underneath that armpit, okay? So don't be like, this really hurts my shoulders. Now, what are you doing with your belly? You're pulling it in. That belly button's making a house for a mouse. Now, right now, the way my arms are reaching, I don't feel I have my shoulders connected to my back. So without moving my chest or my head, I'm just going to roll that ball just a tiny bit. Now I feel that connection between my shoulders and my ribcage. Now I'm going to keep coming up. And as I'm coming up, my shoulders are going down. And my neck is in line with the rest of my spine. And then I exhale, pull the navel away from the mat and lower back down. And it's kind of quick how it happens. I start to roll that ball, I got my connection, now I come up. It's not a big long pause. It connects one movement to the next. Exhale. And again, inhale, shoulders melt, squeeze your booty. Now exhale, pull your navel away from that mat. One more time. Inhale. To exhale. Now take your left fingertips to your forehead. Okay? I'm going to hover my head and chest off the mat. Now I'm going to draw that shoulder down. And I want you to rotate that left elbow to your left and then bring it back to center. And I hover my head off the mat. And then my shoulder connects to my rib cage. As I'm coming up, I'm twisting. Bring it back down. One more, just 3 each side. Connect that shoulder to your back. Give some rotation. Now put that hand on the ball. Other fingertips go to your forehead. I'm hovering my head and chest. As I roll that ball towards me, I rotate to the right. And I come back down. And again. It's smooth. It's controlled.
Flowing. And one more. Squeeze that bum at the top here. Right here, I'm squeezing. And then both arms lengthen. Just give me a nice little stretch. Let go of your ball slowly so it doesn't roll across the room. Stretch back into a child's pose. Scoop the belly. And round that back. Give me a nice big inhale. Open up the rib cage. Exhale, close it up. Give me one more. Inhale. And okay, so we're gonna come back down to our mat. We're not gonna use our ball. We're gonna grab one weight. Well, actually, let's do 2 weights. Let's do 2 weights. Or no weights at all. So it's either 2 or none. All right, so my palms are facing the ceiling. My legs are sitting bone width apart. Okay? Keeping your head still. All I want you to do is shrug your shoulders to your ears. So I slid my knuckles off that mat, right? Now lift your shoulders to the ceiling, and now slide them so far down that the weights are off the mat now. My head and chest come off the mat, and I'm reaching for my toes, and I bring everything back down. Shoulders shrug up. Now lift to the ceiling, and slide them down your back, and my weights go towards my heels. I squeeze my bum, and I come back down. Shoulders to ears, lift the shoulders up, slide them. Reach towards your heels and release. One more. Slide your shoulders towards your ears. Lift the shoulders up. Reach them so far back. Now hold it here. Take the legs off the mat. And give me a little lift with the arms. Up. 7, 6. Are you squeezing your bum? Are you pulling your belly in? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Let go of the weight. And give me another child's pose back. Woo! You guys are so close, almost to the end. I'm like, whoa, where did that go? Okay, so you're gonna go and match me. You're gonna mirror me. Okay, so my head's on this end, my feet are on this end. Take the ball underneath that rib cage. All right, so the ball is here not as a, let me just lean on it, prop. It's to remind us to lift up off of it. My shoulders over my elbow. I'm going to lengthen my top leg. This hand goes behind my head. And I'm going to push down my bottom leg to lift up my top leg. Flex this foot. Now try to stay in line with your hips. So don't let it fall down like this or go up like this. I'm going to give a big sweep forward and give a push. Point the toe, come back, give a push. Forward. Now I'm going to give you something to do with the weight if you want it. Grab onto it. As my leg goes forward, I'm going to go back, back, forward, forward. Flex, flex, point, point. Flex, flex, point, point. The crown of the head is reaching long. Back, back. One more. Forward, forward. Back, back. Bring everything to parallel. I'm going to flex that foot. I'm going to circle forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, reverse, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring everything in. We're going to do a clam. Open and close. Stay light on your ball. 7, 6, 5, 4, good. 3, 2, hold it here, little pulses. We go 8, push up, bottom leg down. 6, 5, make a small movement. 3, 2, 1, and release. Other side. All right, quickly. 4 minutes left. What? There you go. There you're having fun, ladies.
Class goes fast.
Yes, it does.
It does. It just does.
Shoulder over elbow. This is light on the ball. Okay? My knees are stacked, and I can reach this leg long. I'm not going to grab my weight yet, but I'll have it ready. So lift that leg up. It's hip height. I've got my hips stacked, okay? Flex that foot. The belly goes shh, shh, back to the leg. Now try to keep that leg super straight, and back, back. The more I push my bottom leg down, the more control I have of this. Exhale. Now grab that weight if you want.
And it goes opposite leg. Make sure you're squeezing that armpit muscle. I call it the armpit muscle, that's serratus. And back with your breathing. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. No flinging. Now bring everything to the center. Flex the toes and circle. 1, 2, 3. Can you feel this working here? And this. 2 and reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stack your knees for climb. And here we go. I push up, bottom leg down, top leg up. 2, 3. Keep the upper arm glued to that rib cage. And we go 4, 3, 2. Hold this one up. And little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Turn to face your feet. Take that ball between those thighs, between the knees. Grab onto those weights. Weights are optional. Walk your feet further out. Squeeze into the ball to lower. If you can't come back up, don't go all the way down. Draw the chin to your chest. Find that lower back. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, kick your right leg out. Inhale back down. Squeeze the ball. Exhale, release. Chin to chest, eyes to belly. Inhale up, other leg kicks. Inhale, squeeze the ball. Exhale, don't go too fast. Find that lower back. Push up as an inhale. Exhale, kick the right leg. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze into the ball. Draw that chin to your chest, find that lower back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, squeeze the ball. Exhale. Eyes to belly. Inhale, lift. Now try 2 legs if you want. Back down. And then squeeze the ball. We're going to do one more. So if you did a single leg, you'll finish with the other side this time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, squeeze the ball. 2, exhale. Weights off to the side. And draw those knees in. Nicely done. Give me a nice big inhale. And an exhale. Let's rock ourselves up. I'm going to straighten my legs out and place my ball closest to me. Now, sitting like this makes you slouch, take the knees out, or sit cross-legged. Okay? My legs are together, just like a spine twist. I'm going to bring my opposite arm up. I'm going to anchor that hip. I'm stretching away from it. I'm going to inhale, exhale. And I inhale, up and over, and I exhale. One more, up and over that railing, inhale. 2 exhale, bring that ball up, I go up with it, my opposite hand comes down. And I'm going to press the opposite hip, I'm stretching away from down, and I pull myself up. Keep those shoulders connected to the rib cage. Don't lean back. One more. Inhale. 2 exhale. Arms up. Now hinge forward like you're giving somebody a kiss right in front of you. And then round. Point the toes. You can even place the ball on the tops of your feet and stretch the feet. Yes. And take your spine. I'm going to roll that to my ankle so I can extend my spine nice and long. And then I'm going to round it back over my toes. And then I'm going to pull myself up nice and tall. And then round it forward. Roll it up. Good. Take the ball off to the side. I'm going to hold it with my weight so it doesn't roll away. We're done with that ball. We're going to come into a quadruped position. My hands are toward the top of my mat. Then I'm going to walk either my knees back or my feet back. I'm going to go into a plank, and I'm going to connect my heels if my knees are off the mat. Okay? And we're going to pike ourselves up. Our heels are going to go towards the floor. Without moving your hips, walk your hands back for 3,
and 2, and 1. And from your belly, start to peel yourself up. At the same time you're coming up, your sitting bones are pressing down. I'm going to inhale up. I'm going to scoop and round, exhale. I want you to soften your knees, get at least your fingertips on the mat. Okay, soften your knees. Now see if you can just gently straighten those legs. Remember at the beginning we had the ball under our hands, bend your knees. Straighten those legs. Now from here we're going to peel ourselves back up. Tuck your tail, tuck your tail, tuck your tail. Woo. And you have made it.
Woo, okay. Abs of steel today, right? Good job.